Welcome to Forever Talking, where we talk nothing forever. My name is Ian Moore with my commentating partner and co-host Nicholas. Nick, look at us. Look how far we've come.
I know. It's good to be finally in the same state as you.
I know.
It's been a while.
I mean, sometimes you're just in the other room, and sometimes you're in a different state.
I know.
Sometimes you're in a different country.
Yeah, and it feels good not to be in a garage.
But today, we're at the studio. Studio, a.k.a. my desk in my bedroom, but it's set up to kind of look like a studio.
That's pretty cool.
In some aspect or nature. And there's more upgrades to come potentially. Not anytime soon, but potentially, which means probably not.
Yeah.
So anyways, on today's episode of Forever Talking, we're going to be talking about Conor McGregor's return. We're going to be talking about the UFL merger and what that means for this show. And we're also going to be talking about our NFL Week 18 predictions, what that means for the wild card and the playoffs moving forward. Nick, we're at the end of the season. It's ass. It breaks my heart.
I think it's going to be a good playoffs.
I mean,
like the AFC side, the NFC, the 49ers should win, but the AFC, there's a lot of teams.
They should win.
Yeah.
But you know why they're not?
Who?
Because Jordan Love.
Are they in?
No, not yet. They gotta win. They gotta beat the Bears.
And then does someone have to lose?
But knowing the Packers, they'll fuck it up.
Well, no, actually, that's the Bears.
No, they control their own destiny. So if they win,
oh, cool.
Yeah, they're in. But they won't win. They'll fuck it all up. They also eliminated the Bears by beating the Vikings. So
yeah. Well, that's a win season.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. But I mean, on the next episode, we can kind of talk about the playoffs, how everything's gonna pan out. Because I remember last year we did our
predictions.
I guess the beginning of last year we did because it's 2024. Happy New Year, everybody. We did our predictions every week of the playoffs and how it was going to balance out. And Week 18 is going to be a little bit weird because a lot of the top seeded teams, if they've already clinched it,
yeah, they don't play their players.
Yeah, they won't play their starters because they're jank. So we got to be, when doing our predictions, you got to be wary of that. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You picking up what I'm putting down?
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like you are, man. It doesn't even feel like you.
Well, maybe if you didn't have this bright-ass light in front of me. I want to be partially dead.
I mean, you gotta stop being a bitch, you know? This is the life.
Uh-huh.
And this is how we're gonna play this game.
All right.
Okay? By sticking a light, I might stick it closer.
I might die.
I'll get a new host, Aldania or Teddy,
Theodore.
Yeah, if we end up ever talking about Cardinals and Blues,
I don't think he can come on.
Why?
Where he works. Maybe. I don't know.
Put him in a mask. He's our new Aldania.
This is the tribal chief.
Yeah, this is the tribal chief speaking.
Oh my God, we gotta have him on now with a mask.
I love it. All right, anyway, this is going to be our NFL Week 18 predictions heading into the playoffs next week. Starting off hot, 3:30 p.m. Saturday, January 6th. We got the Steelers and the Ravens. Give me the Steelers. Ravens aren't going to start any of their players.
Ravens.
Okay. Jags versus the Titans. Give me the Jags.
Titans.
Falcons versus the Saints. Give me the Saints.
Yeah, Saints.
Buccaneers versus the Panthers. Give me the Buccaneers.
Buccaneers.
Bears. Packers. Packers, God, I hope so. Broncos versus the Raiders. Give me the Broncos.
Raiders.
Oh, you're right, Raiders. Russell's not playing. Funny how that panned out. Seahawks and Cardinals. Give me the Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Chiefs and Chargers. Give me the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Texans and Colts. Give me the Texans.
Texans.
Vikings and Lions. Give me the Lions.
Lions.
Jets and Patriots. Give me the Jets.
Jets.
Browns and Bengals. Give me the Browns.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with Bengals.
Cowboys and Commanders. Give me the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Eagles and Giants. Give me the Eagles.
Eagles.
Rams and 49ers. Give me the 49ers.
Rams.
And the oh, you're right. Give me the Rams.
Yeah.
And Bills versus the Dolphins. Give me
Bills.
The Bills. And they're still haven't clinched a playoff spot yet.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's something like if somebody loses and they lose, they're out. It's over.
I hope they make it, though.
So do I. How fucking jank would those playoffs be if they didn't make it? Be kind of ass. Speaking of ass, Eagles.
Yeah.
They look like dog shit.
Oh, what happened to them?
I don't know. Jalen Hurts is your guy. I thought you guys were best friends. I'm kind of.
I haven't watched the games, but
they look like shit, Nick.
They scored like 30 points, though. You can't blame that on Jalen Hurts.
Sure, I can.
Oh, yeah, because their defense.
He should play better defense.
Get out there, Jalen.
I don't know what's going on. They look terrible.
Yeah, and they lost to the Cardinals. That's embarrassing.
Is it the defensive side of the wall, or is it something else entirely?
I haven't watched the game.
It's a bad look. It's a bad watch, Nick, let me tell you. It's a hard watch. It's a hard watch indeed. One team that we thought were originally the best in the NFL, they could lose to anybody.
Yeah.
In any given moment. The 49ers, they're still looking strong.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy's got, swinging his big dick around.
With the Avengers team.
But yeah, he's literally has the Incredible Hulk, Iron Man, that whole team. I mean, but you gotta get Brock. They're gonna get Brock a bag.
Yeah,
they're gonna give him a contract, even though there's a lot of better quarterbacks out there. And is he a system quarterback?
I mean, we don't know yet.
I mean, he's good. He's not bad.
No, he's not bad.
Yeah, he's not.
Well, we can't say he's great either.
Yeah, he's not absolute like donkey dick. Chiefs this weekend eliminated the Bengals. God, if Joe Burrow played in this game, he would have pounded them.
Yeah,
pounded.
Chiefs are rough.
It's a hard watch. They survived against Jake Browning.
Yeah,
Jake.
He's actually not bad though. He's not a good backup.
He's a good backup. Yeah, but like, dude, I wish Burrow played so bad. He would have pounded that fucking team. And it was just so sad. Now the Bengals and Chiefs rivalry is 3-2, but I don't count it.
It really doesn't matter until the playoffs.
Because 3-1, and my prediction next year, early prediction, Joe Burrow's winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
dude,
I would go with you with that.
Sit out a year.
Come back.
Do you know how great he looked for like the 2 weeks that he wasn't injured this season?
Yeah, they looked awesome.
Dude, he pounded the Bills. He was pounding the Ravens until he got hurt. Oh, I think he's gonna be sick next year. He's got a revenge plot.
He's got like a whole year to rest.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be great. A healthy Joe Burrow. Give him time to fix the offensive line. Probably gonna lose T. Higgins.
That's fine.
Unless you franchise tag him, but this shit happens.
I'm excited for the Browns in the playoffs.
So am I.
Because they're like such a physical team.
Give me the Browns in the Super Bowl. Jesus, did you see what happened? What's that guy's name? DJ Moore? Is that who got concussed?
Is he on their team?
Did you see the video?
No.
Of his concussion? He was doing a Tua, but not with the fingers. He was like, his arms were...
Oh.
It was like he was dancing.
Oh, welcome to the club, bud.
Yeah, it's fun having concussions, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lions, they got bent over by the refs. Did you watch that?
Oh, they played the Cowboys.
And they won the game, but the touchdown, the 2-point conversion was called back.
Because they said that one guy was not eligible.
Yeah, he didn't report. So offensive lineman, if he's going to catch a ball like a receiver...
He's got to report it.
He's got to report it. They said they didn't. The problem...
They clearly did, right?
...is that he's mic'd up and on camera reporting to the referees that he...
That's what I heard.
Yeah, so bad look. Terrible look. But the Cowboys remain undefeated at home because that's all they can do to win. And I think that...
playoff frauds.
I think they're going to get fucked in the playoffs. I think they're going to lose. I think they're going to win the first game because it's going to be at home. And I think they're going to lose immediately after.
Yeah, it would depend who they play, but like I would not have them beating the 49ers, so it doesn't matter.
No, I don't have anybody beating the 49ers. Yeah. I mean, like, I would love the Packers to make the playoffs because they've done far better than I thought that they were ever going to do this season. And Jordan Love has the third most touchdown passes out of any quarterback in the league with 30, and then 4 rushing, so he's 34 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, all with rookie and second-year wide receivers, and none of them have 1,000 yards.
I feel like, too, he's had, like, 3 bad games.
I mean,
I could be wrong on that, but...
He played really good in the Chicago game, which is the first game of the season.
Yeah.
Then he kind of hit a rough patch in October, And then he started progressing and progressing and progressing and progressing. But there were flashes even in those bad games. So I was like, all right, that's what you want to see. So I wasn't really that worried about it. But how he's been playing in December and right now is far above what I thought that he was going to do. It's not that I didn't think that he was going to be able to do this eventually. It's that I didn't think he was going to be able to do it this quick.
Yeah, well, they might make the playoffs, and I didn't think they had a chance.
I mean, I would say that that's an accomplishment.
Yeah.
But that being said, fucking fire Joe Barry. I don't care. I don't care how many good games he has.
He
fucking can this guy, dude. You made fucking. I mean, this guy makes backup wide receiver or backup quarterbacks look like fucking prime Tom Brady. I mean, just get rid of this defensive coordinator. Fuck me. But yeah, the Packers, Jordan Love looks great. They have really young wide receivers, but they're all pretty reliable. They don't make a lot of mistakes like young receivers do. Especially this Jaden Reed kid who has the speed of Christian Watson, who can't get healthy.
Yeah.
Which is, I know it's not his fault, but that's got to get sorted. And like fascistized hamstring is. I think he plays with half a hamstring.
You need to rest, but like you play every week, so he can't rest.
I guess, dude. Come on. He didn't play the first 4 games of the season either. He's only played like 4 games this year.
Yeah.
Something like that. So, and when he was getting going, he had 2 touchdowns in the Chiefs game, I think. 1 in the Lions game. He was getting going. But it's like, dude. So, just this Jaden Reed kid who came out of nowhere. He's the first year receiver.
I haven't even seen him.
Oh, he's great. Because the Packers have, each NFL team typically has 6 wide receivers. The Packers have 6. None of them are veterans on the Packers team. They're all 1 year, 2 years. So going into this year, I was like, all right, he's got Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs who would hopefully have time to develop. They played under Rodgers for a little bit. You know, they showed flashes, but they were typically young receivers. Either they don't run the correct routes and get open, or they have a lot of drops or whatever it is. So I was thinking that was going to be his wide receiver 1, his wide receiver 2. In the draft, they brought in Dontavian Wicks, he's like fucking 6'6", 280. This guy's massive. He doesn't get a lot of catches, but he's like, if you need a big guy on the field, he's on
like red zone.
Yeah, he's on the field a lot.
Throw it up, lob it.
Yeah, he's on the field a lot. And he's not just tall like T. Higgins. He's
big.
He's like fucking, oh my God. Christian Watson was most notably used for his speed. Romeo Doubs was like the Randall Cobb of the group. He was like the more well-rounded, kind of balanced receiver. They have Malik Heath, who doesn't get as many catches as Reed or Wicks or Christian or Doubs. That's kind of the main 4. But Heath kind of comes in once in a while. And then they have Samori Toure, who played last year, he's not ever really on the field, ever. But this Jaden Reed guy,
he's the guy.
He's fucking insane. I think this is going to be your connection. This is going to be, because he shows, I mean, he's got the fucking size of Wicks. He's a little smaller, but he's got the size of Wicks, the athleticism of Romeo Doubs, and the speed of Christian Watson. He's like the most well-rounded receiver they have. He just scored his 11th or 10th touchdown of the season. I mean, this guy, he does not look like a rookie, is what I'm saying. And I'm very excited to see how the Packers look.
In like 2 years?
In 2 years. I mean, if they're a lot better this year than I thought they were going to be, I'm telling you, fire Joe Barry. Get a different defensive coordinator. There's enough talent on that defense. You might legit be a team. Yeah. They're 2 rookie tight ends. Usually a rookie tight end, it takes a while for them to kind of figure it out. They're great.
They're probably just used to block.
They're great. Do they catch all the time too? They're great. So it's like, I didn't think Matt LaFleur's plan was going to work as fast as it did, and I don't even think he thought it was going to work as fast as it did, but hey, it's a fucking happy accident. I'm happy for Jordan Love. Again, I'll never apologize for bitching that he was drafted.
Yeah.
Because the ends don't justify the means.
No.
You fucking gave up 2 Super Bowls to get this guy.
Yeah.
You could have done this with anybody. I truly think if they would have been like, yeah, we'll take Zach Wilson, let him sit behind Roger for 2 years.
Well, we see how that is.
I think if you legit just have you could get anybody to sit behind your veteran quarterback and let him bake and risk a couple fucking rookie money deals and just let it bake. And then I always thought Jordan Love was gonna, he would figure it out eventually. I did not think it was gonna be this quick.
Yeah.
I think you would be insane to think that he'd be throwing 30 touchdowns.
No.
And like the thing about it's the 11 interceptions that impresses me as well. And half of those were garbage time interceptions, forcing the ball, trying to get
down the field.
Yeah, trying to get a touchdown in 30 seconds to win the game. So yeah, I mean, they're going to give. The issue is with Green Bay is, they're playing with house money, which is sick. And a lot of teams, if you play with house money, you got to rebuild and redevelop and yada, yada, yada. But they're going to pay Jordan Love in the offseason. I don't know what the fuck they're going to pay him or how they're going to pay him. With the new quarterback deals, it's like they're going to give this kid $200 million.
Even if it's not a top one.
Yeah, and then you're fucking... he deserves to get paid. Don't get me wrong, but I give him
He's still got to perform in the playoffs, though.
Yeah, I would give him Can we give him 150 for 4 years? I think that's fair. That's a $40 million.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, give him 40 mil. But yeah, they're gonna give him 200 for 5 or something 250 for 5 million or 250 for 5 years or something like that.
That's crazy.
Because quarterback contracts
50 million per year.
Dude, 50 million fucking the contracts in the NFL are fucked up. We've talked about that before, but Jesus. Yeah. Okay.
We don't sponsor them.
Russell Wilson got benched.
Yeah. He got benched last week, right?
Yeah. So after, should we text Danny?
I think we jinxed him when he came on.
Sorry, Danny. They would have had a chance. Are they eliminated?
Yeah. I think so.
That fucking sucks. So here's the truth. Russell didn't. His contract is ass. Why they gave this fucking guy this much money?
Was it him or was it them or Seattle?
His contract is something like.
I know he's got 2 years left after this year, but
he gets a $30 million guarantee if he doesn't get injured or something like that.
Yeah.
So after the Chiefs game, they tried to restructure him. So that didn't happen because that's fucking insane.
Yeah.
And he was like,
"No, I'm making that 30."
Yeah, you're gonna give me the 30.
You can't blame him though.
I no. If it's 30 million, it's 30 million. And and then the team was like, "Yeah,
all right, you're benched.
You're benched." So he won't be there next year. He'll be on Washington, is my guess.
Dude, I can't remember the exact amount, but for him not to play, he gets 50 mil or something. If they pay him out.
I think it's funny how at the beginning of the year Sean Payton shit on everybody.
Yeah.
That he didn't fall off a cliff, and I don't think he did either. He was playing all right. He's not, but his prime, he was on the Legion of Boom.
Yeah, he's kind of like Brock Purdy right now.
Yeah, he was on one of the greatest fucking.
He's a good quarterback, but you can't rely.
He's not Brady.
On him. No,
yeah, he's not Brady. He's not Aaron Rodgers. He's not Patrick.
Yeah, you're not gonna. Your game plan should not be let's let him cook.
Yeah,
it's gonna be you got to be able to run the ball.
Yeah, it's just. He's a reliable,
balanced offense.
He's a reliable B+ quarterback.
Yeah.
If you have a B+ quarterback, a lot of teams in this league have a B+ quarterback. Dak Prescott's a B+ quarterback. Kirk Cousins a B+ quarterback.
Yeah.
The only Tua's a B- quarterback. The only teams that have an A+ quarterback are Bengals, Chiefs, and Bills.
Yeah.
And even Josh Allen's an A- because all those fucking interceptions he throws. But he cooks occasionally. I'm not saying he doesn't. Justin Herbert's B+ until proven otherwise.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes an A+. Cardinals, get the fuck away from Kyler Murray. Jesus.
He played.
Whatever. Geno's a B-.
Yeah.
Jimmy Garoppolo, who's benched now, he'll probably be on the Broncos next year.
Backup.
Yeah, he's a B minus. Russell Wilson's a B plus. I mean, he's better than Garoppolo. He's better than.
Yeah.
But if you ask me, would you rather have Russell Wilson or Matthew Stafford?
That's not even close.
What would you have?
Matthew Stafford is 10 times better.
Yeah, probably a Matthew Stafford.
Dude was on Detroit his whole career in his
Yeah.
prime. And look what happened when he went to the Rams. They won.
I mean,
Matthew Stafford is underrated.
and Matthew Stafford's probably a B plus, A minus.
Have you ever heard Aaron Rodgers talk about him?
Oh, he's great.
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford's only issue is he's always hurt.
Yeah, and he was on Detroit.
Yeah, everything else is everything. Is that camera off center? Am I losing my mind?
No, you're good.
Whatever. Trevor Lawrence is a B plus.
Yeah, I think he's one of the most overrated quarterbacks in the league.
And it's not looking great, is it?
Yeah, they call him the Prince, but
I mean, Derek Carr, I think he's B plus.
no,
You
B minus.
B minus. Ravens. Lamar's an A minus, A plus.
A.
An A. I mean, he was probably gonna get. I give him the MVP.
Yeah, he'll win that.
Yeah.
He's got to perform in the playoffs. If he can get to the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, if he cooks in the playoffs, he doesn't have to give it. I don't like.
Who they should be any AFC team.
True. Well,
who would beat them? You got the Chiefs with receivers who not only drop the ball, they drop the ball flipping it up.
Yeah, I mean, I think it just depends on how many great quarterbacks you're going to run into.
You got you got Josh Allen, if he's going to play or not.
I mean, yeah. Steelers are going to move off Pickett.
Yeah.
Probably. Texans, CJ Stroud, he's looking great. He's a B plus right now. Colts, I mean,
they were looking good until that guy got hurt.
Yeah, you don't have enough of Anthony Richardson to kind of tell. Kirk Cousins a B plus. Jared Goff, in my opinion, is a B plus.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers right now is either a B plus or an A.
And D.
It's probably a C plus. I mean, we got to see. I mean, I still think Rodgers can play at a high level. So
we got to see.
If you're basing off last year, he's a B plus quarterback.
Yeah.
But if you're basing off 2 years ago,
he won MVP, right?
Yeah.
So A
back
plus.
to back.
Yeah.
And he's the best quarterback in the league. Threw 40 fucking touchdowns. Yeah.
I don't even know who the Browns quarterback is besides Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco, Deshaun Watson, he's a B.
But I don't even know if they'll have him next year. Maybe.
They won't. They'll move off of him. If I was the Browns, I'm like, hey, Joe, want to stick around for 2 more years? I would just give him a contract. I know that he's not, and then I would get him a contract to do the Green Bay route.
Yeah.
Go draft a fucking quarterback. Let him sit behind Flacco. I know Flacco's not and wants to retire. Let him cook. Okay? Flacco's probably a B plus quarterback, but he's playing like an A right now.
Flacco? Yeah. Right now he's like a C plus, but they're playing him right.
I think he's insane. I think he's great for a veteran quarterback.
Yeah.
Mac Jones, D.
Yeah.
C.
Well, let's just not talk about him.
Yeah, Jesus. They'll have Drake May or Caleb Williams, so it'll be okay.
Joe Burrow.
C minus. A plus. Cowboys, Dak Prescott's a B plus.
Yeah.
Sam Howell's a C plus, a B minus.
Yeah.
They'll have Russell Wilson next year, probably.
Jalen Hurts, A plus.
Jalen Hurts is probably
I'm
an A.
say A.
He's probably an A right now.
Yeah.
He's playing his best football, isn't it?
So last year he was an A plus. Start of the season A plus, but
yeah, I don't know what's going on with him.
I haven't watched him.
Daniel Jones, he's a B minus. Why they gave him $250 million? He's not bad, but he's not.
Yeah, he's not what they gave him.
No, not even close. Rams, Matthew Stafford, like I said, B plus.
Yeah, right now B plus. He gets hurt too much.
Yeah. Brock Purdy's probably a B plus quarterback.
Yeah.
Let's call it what it is.
He plays with the Avengers, so.
Yeah, that's fine. Josh Allen's an A plus, even though I think he throws too many interceptions, and Tua's a B minus. So.
You say B minus?
Tua?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'd say B plus.
I don't think so. I really don't think. If the Dolphins were if the Dolphins were smart, they would go give Kirk Cousins a lot of money.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins.
And go win a Super Bowl.
Because good. Well,
he's not good enough. He can't. Tyreek Hill's too small and he can't throw too accurate to him. So, I mean, Tua's a B minus because he's not good enough to go win you the game.
Yeah.
But he's bad enough to lose it for you. if you're not careful. He will throw a costly pick.
Yeah.
How many times did he do in the Ravens game?
I just know that. I didn't watch it exactly. I just know they got their butts kicked.
He threw like 3 interceptions.
Did he?
Yeah. If you throw 3 interceptions, you're a B- quarterback.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Unless you're Josh Allen somehow, that dude.
Oh, where's the Bears? Justin Fields, he's probably B-, B+.
Justin, he's so hard because the Bears are kind of.
The Bears are ass.
Their franchise is just so bad.
I can't blame Justin Fields for how ass.
Caleb Williams right now is probably just glad that they don't have the first pick.
They do.
Do they really?
Yeah, they clinched it. But I don't think they're gonna get him. I think they're gonna stick with Justin. Which I would too.
No.
No?
I mean,
or if I was the Bears.
From what I've heard Caleb Williams is like the next big thing.
Yeah, but
what do they have to lose going off Justin Fields?
A B+ quarterback. To potentially getting a B.
For like the upside of Caleb Williams.
Who knows if he's that good in the NFL?
I guess we'll have to see, but
who knows? I mean, I would, if I was the Bears. I mean, if you wanted to play risky ball, you could trade Justin Fields to the Falcons, who need a quarterback, or like a team that needs a quarterback. Like
I think that's what they'll do.
I mean, the Raiders could use a quarterback.
Well, we didn't do Baker Mayfield.
I think he's a B-, B+.
Yeah, B- at best.
I don't think he's that ass. I think he's all right.
He's not terrible, but he's also not great. So like, he's just like
he won't win you a game, but he'll lose it for you. Yeah, he's a B-.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably a B-. But I think if I'm on the Buccaneers, I'd stick with them.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, who else would they get?
I mean, I think he's better than Tua. I personally would rather have Baker Mayfield than Tua. I'm not fucking around. I really would. And I know, like, he had, like, because when Baker cooks, he cooks sometimes.
I would take Tua, but
I mean, I think if you put Baker on that Miami team.
I love Baker, too.
I think
he's a funny dude. So.
I think if you put Baker on the Miami team, they're better. The Panthers, they'll stick with their guy. It's not his fault.
Yeah, they're just a trash team.
Yeah, they're just ass.
He showed up and was their best player.
I mean, Jordan Love, he's a B+, A-, B+ or A-.
He's like, yeah.
I mean,
he's a ton of upside.
Yeah, it's his first year. Give him time.
Him and CJ Stroud, they're in the same boat.
Oh, yeah, 100%. So, I mean, like the Steelers will probably need a quarterback. Titans will stick with Will Levis, who's a B-. Falcons just got the Ritter kid, but
yeah, I think they'll get rid of him.
They'll probably can him. Derek Carr, Saints are gonna stick with Derek Carr.
Yeah,
I would. Buccaneers should stick with Baker. Broncos are gonna need a quarterback because they're gonna move on from Russell. They'll probably get Jimmy G.
Yeah,
or someone like that. Maybe fucking Justin Fields. Ooh,
another orange team.
Ooh, I like that. Dude,
I don't think it makes a difference.
The Bears could trade Justin Fields to the Broncos and then go draft Caleb Williams. I think the Patriots are going to end up with fucking Drake May.
Yeah.
Chargers will stick with Justin Herbert and Bill Belichick will be their coach, so they'll be deadly. Yeah. Cardinals will probably stick with Kyler Murray, but I wouldn't.
Yeah, he's kind of like
I'd can him. So yeah, $250 million, my dick.
He's been injured though, so we'll have to see.
I don't care. He's ass.
Well, they just beat the Eagles, but then again,
whatever. I could beat the Eagles. Commanders will probably get Russell Wilson. Cardinals will stick with Kyler Murray, but I wouldn't. Vikings will probably stick with Kirk.
Kirk Cousins, he's pretty good.
I mean, his contract ends, so it's like you could do something with it, I guess. But
they just got to pay him right.
Yeah, I would just stick with Kirk Cousins.
I think he's a B+ quarterback.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He can win you a game, some games.
Yeah, 100%. If you have a B+ quarterback in this league, you stick with him. So, like, it's just all of a question is, if Caleb Williams doesn't go to the Bears, he's probably going to the Patriots.
Bears are going to take Caleb Williams.
Where's Justin Fields going to go?
Falcons.
Oh, and then Drake May is probably going to... I think Drake May is going to end up with the Patriots regardless.
Yeah.
Commanders. They'll get... I mean, like I said, they'll have Russell. Giants will stick with Daniel Jones. They shouldn't.
You have to.
I mean,
you can't pay someone that money.
The Rams should go draft themselves a quarterback before Stafford retires.
Yeah.
I mean, no. The problem is that nobody does the Green Bay method.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you do the Green Bay method, Stafford probably has at least 2 more years left.
Yeah, and Rodgers is going to play for 2 years. That's why I think the Jets are probably just going to stick with Zach Wilson. And they'll just, I think you don't know. He's ass right now, but you don't know.
Yeah.
Jordan Love would have been ass if you just threw him out there. Jordan Love was not even a fucking,
I don't know about that.
He wasn't even a consideration.
What team do you think's better, the Packers or the Jets right now?
You have Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I know, but as a quarterback coming in, if you put Jordan Love on the Jets, do you think they would have done better this year?
No, because the coaching staff. There's a lot of problems with the Jets.
All right.
But I think if you want to develop your quarterback,
yeah. To be fair, the Packers do have the better coaches.
Oh, well, yeah. They have a better
head coach.
Matt LaFleur makes mistakes, costing the NFC Championship game. But he has. He's still. I never wanted to can him unless he doesn't fire Joe Barry. Then it's hey, oh fuck, hey, seat's getting hot, bud. No, Matt LaFleur is a good coach. He's an offensive coach.
Would you look at that? Why are you breaking our mics?
Yeah, that's what I mean, man. Robert Saleh is not a offensive coach, but that's the reason why that defense is so good. What's highly likely, that what's going to happen with the Jets this year is they will do.
Oh.
Fuck.
Yeah, so it wasn't just me.
No, these things are a pain in the ass to put on, but I was recording videos yesterday and...
Big difference?
It's not a big difference, but it just kind of sounds a little bit better.
Sounds like you went to your car speaker when it falls off.
Yeah, sure, whatever, man. Just go fuck yourself, okay? Don't. You come to my show, because this isn't our show.
I've admitted that.
That's ridiculous.
You're the one who goes against that.
No, this is our show. Browns are probably gonna move off Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Where's he go?
Or he probably won't play for a team.
Really?
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, everybody's kind of mad at the whole he's a terrible person thing.
That, I don't know. Well,
we'll see how it pans out. If I was...
I forgot. They paid him a big contract, right?
Yeah, they did, but I think that was a problem. That was a few years ago, though. I don't know what to do. I don't know the team really wants him, right?
Yeah, probably not.
But maybe another team, they got Deshaun Watson, they see the Browns got Deshaun Watson. They're like, well, if the Browns got Deshaun Watson, why can't we have Deshaun Watson? Maybe because he's a fucking horrible human.
Yeah.
But the Jets, here's what I think. Rodgers gonna play 2 more years. He'll play next year and he'll play the year after. Just sit Zach Wilson for 2 more years. And if he's asked the year after, we can talk about it. Okay? Next year, because he's a first round pick. He has flashes, right?
Yeah.
He played great in the Chiefs game, and he kicked the shit out of the fucking Texans the other day.
Yeah.
So it's he has he's not consistent.
Yeah, it's a problem though. I was about to say that.
Yeah, it's a consistency issue. But let him sit behind Rodgers. He's grown a lot as a person. This year it's he does the media this year. It's it's my fault. I'm fucking terrible. Last year it was you know what? Everybody on this team fucking sucks. I'm first round pick, Zach Wilson. Okay, so
he got humbled.
Yeah, so just sit Zach. We'll talk about it in a few years. See what happens.
Yeah.
With that being said, there's a lot of other issues on the Jets team that needs to be fixed. That offensive line being one of them. The Jets will draft for an offensive line, go get some free agency.
Get Devontae.
And then they'll probably trade. I could see Sauce Gardner getting popped for a trade. Or they're we'll trade you. If it was me, I'd trade Alan Lazard and a first round pick.
For who?
Devontae. To the Raiders.
You think they would take that?
Yeah. Raiders are going to go full rebuild.
Yeah, I guess the first rounds.
I think Allen Lazard's a good receiver.
He's decent.
I think he's
no Devontae Adams, though.
I agree, but that's where the first round pick comes in.
Yeah.
So
I guess it would be how valuable.
And Raiders are probably going to go get themselves a quarterback unless they stick with O'Connell, who's not bad. He's doing all right for a rookie.
I have no idea. Don't watch him.
Yeah, it's not bad. But they're not going to trade Allen Lazard. I would still probably keep Allen Lazard, and then, dude, fucking Devontae Adams, Garrett Wilson, Allen Lazard, and then, I think they're probably going to can Sauce Gardner. They're probably going to trade Sauce Gardner for something.
Isn't he really good, though?
He's insane.
Why would they can him?
Not can him, but trade him.
But yeah, but why would they trade him?
Who are you going to trade else?
Isn't Devontae a free agent?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I think he's got one more year. You're fucked.
Make him wait.
Yeah,
I'd rather wait than trade Sauce Gardner.
I like Sauce Gardner too, but that defense is going to be great regardless. Right?
Yeah.
Hypothetically. But Sauce Gardner is also probably the best cornerback in the sport.
One of them.
Nobody targets him at all. It's actually, the stats for it is actually crazy. Like, nobody throws the ball his way. Probably for a reason.
That sucks.
Yeah, he's great. So, I don't know who you trade. I can't imagine they have a lot of picks left.
Did they trade a lot when they got Aaron Rodgers?
I think it was... Well, he didn't play 65% of the snaps this year, so they probably keep that additional first round. So it was at least a first round. It's like a first and a couple conditional picks, and it would have been 2 first. And
yeah, I don't think they need Devontae Adams, though. I think they'll do good enough without him.
Yeah, but they're going to get the. Yeah, let's call it what it is. They're going to get the. Well, the problem is they have 2 pretty decent offensive linemen, but they're hurt. So they didn't play this year at all. Mekhi Becton's kind of ass, but they think he could be something. And then you just need like 1 or 2 more guys, and you can get that in the draft. The problem is the rookies and their ass are just their ass, and you can't
tell.
You can't really do anything about it. So, but I also think a lot of that will be the offensive line will be better if Rodgers plays because they'll just get the ball out faster.
Yeah, and I think he'll also help the defense just because. The defense, you want to rely on them.
Oh, yeah.
So
they'll be so much better.
And he'll just give them rest, so.
Yeah. I think it will only be better with Rodgers playing. I'm not saying that, but I think regardless.
They will. The whole team will be affected by it.
Yeah. But regardless, the offensive line has to add a player or 2 just to kind of
keep them healthy.
Yeah. Improve it a little bit, but they will go get Devontae Adams. I'm pretty confident on that fact. I just don't know what they'll give for him. I don't know if they have.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have picks anymore. I don't even know, but we'll see. But, anyways, the UFL. It's here, Nick. Speaking of football.
Football.
The newly formed United Football League sets 8 markets, which are teams.
Huh.
So if you didn't hear over the weekend, this was a deal that's been trying to get made for the last couple weeks. The XFL and the USFL, the 2 spring football leagues who were not going to exist in a couple years, solo, have formed to create a new football league, the UFL, the United Football League.
Oh, they're overpowered now.
Man, this is stacked. And in this league, there are 8 teams. They took 4 teams from each league. There's an XFL conference and a USFL conference.
That's pretty cool.
I think it's exciting. The USFL conference will consist of the Birmingham Stallions, the Houston Roughnecks, the Memphis Showboats, and the Michigan Panthers. The XFL conference will consist of the Arlington Renegades, the DC Defenders, the San Antonio Brahmas, and the St. Louis Battlehawks. Of course. I believe all of these teams will have their coaches back. A lot of these teams will have their players back. I know Hakeem Butler is coming back from the Battlehawks. He had the most touchdowns, I guess. I don't know if anybody else had the most.
I don't remember anyone on the team.
He was that big guy who had all the fucking drops.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah. But, he also had all the touchdowns, too, so I guess there's that. A.J. McCarron's probably coming back for the Battlehawks.
Is that the quarterback?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Alabama quarterback. Mm-hmm. Right now I was saying he was playing with the Bengals, but I'm guessing he's sitting on the couch now. But, I mean, so it's pretty exciting. The league kicks off on March 30th, and they will run for 10 weeks. April, May, and they'll probably wrap up early June. Spring football's here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dwayne Johnson still owns the league, and his ex-wife. Dwayne is also wrestling Roman Reigns pretty soon, so, I mean...
Who is?
Dwayne Johnson.
He's still wrestling?
The Rock, he just came back on Raw last night.
It must be stretching.
I don't know why, but, I mean... Well, I guess it's pretty sick, but we'll see what happens. He'll probably tear his chest in half, but, whatever. Listen, spring football in concept is exciting. Hold on. Excuse me.
What are you confused about?
I gotta,
Oh, I see. I
gotta do something real quick. Just give me a second.
He just clicked on a porn tab.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saving this link for later, so don't worry about it.
He's gonna hit paste when I leave.
Oh yeah.
I'll just crop it.
I'll find it. It'll be fine. But anyway, this is an area that you and I can dive into, and we can build the UFL. We can be the Pat McAfee show of the UFL.
Yeah.
Doesn't that sound exciting?
Yeah. I was trying to think of how many viewers or fans are of the whole league.
I mean, the good news is with the Battlehawk or the XFL conference is they brought in
their top teams.
Yeah, their top teams.
Location matters.
Yeah, the Renegades were the ones who won it.
Yeah, I remember them.
The Defenders, they were very popular in DC.
San Antonio was popular.
And the Battlehawks are...
I just remember Las Vegas was bad last year.
They were Vegas was bad.
The Florida team was bad. I can't remember.
Houston Roughnecks was actually an XFL team, I think, but it got moved over to the USFL conference.
I saw that too.
So I think they replaced the Houston team for the...
Yeah.
Which is... I mean...
Houston's a big city, so that's pretty good.
I mean, they still have a lot of Texas teams in here, which is, But, I mean, bringing back St. Louis, that was kind of a no-brainer the entire time.
Yeah, it was pretty packed when we went.
Yeah, they're the biggest team, bar none. 35 fans on average per game.
San Antonio, I remember them being pretty good.
Yeah, San Antonio was... I mean, their jerseys were sick. I remember the fucking Brahmas jerseys. They were awesome. But yeah, I mean, there's a whole lot to be excited about. I'm hoping that they continue to expand on it because the XFL, while had problems last year, I know it didn't make money. They actually lost money. You're not going to make money in the beginning. That's just kind of how it's going to work.
Well, I think also the players were off for a while, right?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them got asked to kind of try out for NFL teams. Not a lot of them kind of made it.
But I feel like this year coming back, they'll just be more prepared.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole point of the first wave. You learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
So it's exciting. I can't wait to see how it all pans out. And we're gonna see about doing some play-by-play.
Oh, that will be so funny because it's easy to do play-by-play for teams that are worse.
Yeah, and there was some really great XFL games, but there was also some bad ones.
Yeah.
So that's the problem. I mean, but the Battlehawks games were mostly pretty good.
Yeah.
Especially that first one. I remember they were getting pounded.
Yeah.
And then McCarron was like, yeah.
And then you texted me like 20 minutes, they're coming back.
Yeah, I have no fucking idea.
Like, what?
I remember turning it off because I was like, you know what, fuck this.
I'm not watching this garbage football.
Yeah, and then they ended up dragging themselves back. So it's pretty exciting. And yeah, we can't wait for the UFL to start. We'll be talking about it again like we did last year.
You said March 30th?
March 30th. It will be the USFL winner versus the XFL winner. So it'll be the Renegades versus the, I think, Stallions.
Is that the opener?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And then the Battlehawks will also be playing on that day, too.
Oh.
So, I don't know who they're playing, but...
Same colors? Oh.
Yeah, I don't know about the quarterback. I believe it's probably going to be McGregor if he comes back. It's kind of...
He'll come back.
Yeah, it's up
based on what I saw last year.
Just for
he
fun.
He just wants to play in front of his kids.
Yeah, just for shits and gigs. But a lot of the players, it's like if they made an NFL team and they end up getting cut, they have availability to come back to the team that they left.
They should.
So, I mean, that's sick.
I mean, if you can almost make the NFL, we want you in this league.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a league of opportunity, so, you know, it's exciting stuff. I can't wait to see how it all pans out. Mm-hmm. And we'll be covering the UFL more as news come on. Understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, now on to the big one. The cover star of today's shitter, Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Conor tweeted that he will be announcing his next fight on New Year's. New Year's came. A little camera came. He was hammered at dinner.
Dude's always hammered.
He handed his phone. He goes, "Here, hold this." June 29, like shit like that.
Yeah.
But he was smoked and he was fucking high and he was not a good look. Said that he'll be fighting Michael Chandler on June 29th, International Fight Weekend in Vegas at 185 pounds.
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought that was a joke.
I don't know if it's real.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think it's a half-assery because you know who never said anything about it?
Dana.
Not even a word. Not a peep. He didn't... Nothing. Ariel Helwani, the guy of fighting, came out and said, yeah, apparently Conor was pushing to get on UFC 300. I don't know if it's going to pan out. International Fight Weekend's possible, I guess. And that the UFC want to do Leon versus Belal Muhammad.
I actually love that fight. But like,
I don't know if it's the main event, but Leon at a halftime show or something like that said, yeah, the plan is for me to defend my title against Belal Muhammad at UFC 300.
I like the fight. And I know there's a lot of more other exciting fights, but like skill-wise, that was such a good fight.
Well, I'm not gonna lose my mind until Dana says something. Okay, I'm gonna just ride the wave until Dana says something. But why? UFC 300, the biggest UFC pay-per-view. The prelims are stacked.
Yeah. I'm trying to...
Is the main event... If the main event is Leon Edwards...
Yeah.
...versus Belal Muhammad, I'll kill myself right here, today.
I think what you got to look at it is it's April 13th, right? I think.
Whatever. Yeah, it's in April.
But, like, so Sean Strickland, he'd be exciting. He's fighting January 20th. So that'd be like 3 months. I guess he could fight then. I think a lot of the top guys that you're thinking of, they're taken. Alex Volkanovski, he's fighting in February.
Conor.
Yeah, Conor.
Is sitting.
Yeah.
Right there.
And wants to fight.
I think he's going to get his ass kicked.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's clearly not taking this seriously.
Hasn't fought
in years. But I still want to see him. And even if you can't get Conor, let's say you can't get Conor, just fucking do Izzy versus Chimaev, or literally just do anything else. I'm not kidding. Belal versus Leon is the main event. It could be the co-main event.
Yeah.
If it's the main event of 300, I'll kill myself right here at this desk today. If Dana, hold that.
Oh, if
Dana's like, we got some really exciting fights coming in hot for UFC 300. We got and tell me this one isn't a banger. Bilal Muhammad versus Leon Edwards in Vegas. I'll kill myself. I'll shoot myself. I will take these scissors. I'll kill myself at this desk. Right here. Shitter. It's a good fight. It can main event any other pay-per-view. It can co-main event this one. Don't do it. Don't do it to me. Don't do it. Do Izzy versus PR3. Do something else. Anything else.
Is Alex Pierre? He's not fighting. He doesn't have one scheduled.
Is he the lightweight title? Does he have? He is lightweight. He won it already, right?
Yeah. Heavyweight.
I mean, anything else? Bring back Nate Diaz. Throw him a lot of money in Nate Diaz to fight
anyone.
I don't care, but like,
not that one.
Please don't do this to me. Don't do it to me. You can do Nate versus Dustin.
Oh.
Do.
I mean, I would rather have Leon be the main event.
I like Leon. And I know that I shit on Leon a lot because I didn't think he had a chance to beat Usman. I didn't think he had a chance to beat Usman again because why the fuck would I? It was absolutely ridiculous. And I have a lot of respect for what he was able to do to get Usman in the second fight. Colby didn't fight against Leon, and I think Leon's a good fighter.
I know what you're big name wise.
Put him in fucking England. Put him in England against Bilal.
I'm just trying to think of who else could main event it.
Izzy.
It's got to be Izzy.
It could be Izzy versus Chimaev.
That's got to be it.
It could be fucking anybody. Just give me anything else.
I mean, but if Conor wants to fight, that would do so well.
That's what I'm like.
But it also did make sense when you told me that they don't want to put him on that card because he can sell another card just as well.
That's true.
But I still would think 300.
I agree. It has to be. He's been in the fucking pool.
Yeah.
He's not on roids.
He is getting smaller.
Yeah, he's been training. He's been getting smaller. So why it's like he wants to fight at 185? I don't. It has to be a joke. He has to be doing shits and giggles. So until we get the word out of Dana's mouth, you know, and Conor is out of his fucking noggin, so I wouldn't listen to him anyway. And it seems like when Michael Chandler was tweeting at Conor, he didn't even know what the fuck.
Yeah.
It has to be Conor versus Chandler.
I would rather have Conor versus Diaz though.
I mean, so would I.
Yeah.
But like,
either way, I don't have Conor winning.
Michael Chandler has to fight.
Yeah.
Conor McGregor. I think it has to be Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
It has
you can't make a fighter wait.
Yeah, it has to be
a year and a half of his prime.
Yeah. It's got to be McGregor versus Diaz. Or McGregor versus Chandler. But, I mean, I wouldn't mind McGregor versus Diaz. It just has to be McGregor. I mean, even though I don't like him and I've shit-talked him a lot, I'm not blind. I'm not a fucking idiot. Yeah, I mean, we know that's the fucking unicorn. You gotta bring him back. Point blank, period. Unfortunately, I don't. I will kill myself. I'll die.
If it's Leon.
If it's Leon Edwards. And I like Leon Edwards. But if I have to watch Leon Edwards, main event, UFC 3, Nick.
Versus Bilal Muhammad.
You're not listening to me. If I have to watch Leon Edwards, dude, fucking you could do Usman something.
What's John Jones up to?
He tore his titty.
How long does that take to recover?
8 months.
He did that back in like October.
9 months. I don't care. Fuck him.
What about Tom Aspinall?
Not big enough.
Yeah.
Not a big enough name. Unless Francis came back.
Oh. He ain't come back.
Yeah, he ain't come back.
Dana's still butthurt about that.
But if you were like, hey, we'll do UFC 300, Francis Ngannou versus Tom Aspinall. Take my money.
I think, yeah.
Book it. Give it to me. I'd watch it every day of the week.
I'd watch Francis, especially in the UFC, just manhandle.
Anybody. Give it to me. Here you go. Because it just can't be Leon. It can't be Leon. It can't even be like, it can't be Colby. It can't be Leon. It really can't even be Usman because he's on a 2-fight losing streak. It's almost like Izzy versus Chimaev doesn't make a lot of sense.
It does.
But it's like, I would watch it. That's an exciting
like the
fight.
best option.
Yeah. I don't know.
If it's not Conor.
I just can't imagine a world where they're like, Leon Edwards is main eventing UFC 300.
Dana's a smart man, too. He's got to see that people don't want that.
It's not even a shot. It's not a shot at, like, I'm not throwing shots at Leon. It's just like...
Their personalities don't sell.
Yeah, it just can't be... I mean, UFC 300 will sell no matter what, but if you're trying to book the best fights of the best fights on this card, like, that's a good fight. It's not the best fight you can make.
That's why I'm surprised they kind of have Sean O'Malley. Like, he would have been awesome for 300.
To main event it?
Yeah.
Against who?
It doesn't matter. Sean O'Malley sells.
I mean, Volkanovski can't do it.
Volkanovski could do it.
Well, who?
It doesn't matter. He's just him.
I know, but I want to see big fights. I want to see a big dream fight.
So you want two big names, right?
Yeah, I want to see a big dream fight. I mean, if Islam didn't fucking head kick Volkanovski to death, you could have done it here. You could have done Volk versus Islam 2 here. But you fucked that one up.
Yeah, they did.
You do Volk versus Oliveira.
Yeah, but Volkanovski's fighting in February.
Oh, is it?
That's what I'm saying. It can't be him.
Yeah, no.
Oh, Charles Oliveira, that guy. You could put him on that card.
But is Oliveira fighting before that? Are they doing Oliveira versus Islam before that?
From what I saw, I actually think they're going to go with Gaethje instead.
Really?
Yeah, I hope they do.
I thought they were... I mean, you could do...
Well, I know Islam doesn't want to do another rematch fight.
You could do Islam versus Gaethje.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Dude, no, that's a banger.
I mean...
Gaethje's awesome. That dude is so good.
Yeah, I think he just has to do Conor. It has to be Conor.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll cry. If Dana literally...
Because Michael Chandler will fight at 185. I don't think it matters.
Oh, yeah. He'll fucking fight Conor.
Because I think we can both agree that we think Chandler's going to win.
Yeah.
Big time.
I think so. But, like, if you think... Like, Michael Chandler will fight Conor at fucking 205.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Give him a paycheck.
Yeah. He deserves it now for waiting.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and he literally is waiting to get the paycheck. Which, respect to him. Yeah. If they're like, we'll do Conor. If I can't imagine. So, yeah. That's my thoughts on it. Anyways. We're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Forever Talking, or We Talk Nothing Forever. We enjoyed coming back in person with you. It was a blast, and we can't wait to keep doing this on in the future.
Yeah, I like it in person.
Yeah, now I got to edit this fucking thing and throw it together and throw it up on YouTube somehow with all the cameras and the new mics But I'm gonna get it done.
I have a feeling that like I fucked this mic up. Like it's like probably not the right distance.
No, it's fine. Probably. Or it's not. We'll see what happens.
It's gonna be muffled or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much. It'll be okay. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Forever Talking and We Talk Nothing Forever. My name is Ian Moore with my commentating partner and co-host, Nicholas. And we'll see you all on the next one for, I believe today was episode 59. So we'll see you all for episode 60 of Forever Talking. I don't know what that episode will be yet. Hopefully it'll be, there's some new fights being announced for UFC 300 this week.
We'll also have the playoffs for the football.
Yeah, well, the playoffs for football, we'll have some new fights for you for UFC 300, hypothetically. And, yeah, we'll just kind of see what happens. Anyways, we'll see you all on the next one. Peace, love, adios, bye. How are we gonna do the fist pump then?
It's just done. It's just something we got to get over. I guess we got to fist bump each other. But that's not the same.
You want to fist me, dude?
You're the one I was saying was just dead.
Oh, peace, love, adios, bye.
Crying and kneeling, running, I can't say that I'm healing.